All right, just let me get a few things ready, and we will get started at last. And we'll just wait for a few people to come in, and we will get started. So, yeah, so people will be in here soon. So with that said, let's get started. So, what's up? All right, one person's watching, and what's up, Fox Shock, and voice reveal. Yes, it is a voice reveal. So, and yes, it is my voice, Fox. Just go back to watch my old live streams, and you'll see what I sound like. So yeah, that's my voice, Fox Shock. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, we will get started, breaking down the rules of my Fatal Fights show. So it's gonna be a while. So I hope you all guys are. What's up, Jake Beetle? You made it just in time. Oh, I'm really good. How are you hanging, Jake? So yeah, 3 people are watching me. So yes, with that being said, let's discuss the rules of Fatal Fights. So I hope you all are comfortable. So yeah, with that being said, let's get started. Oh, you okay? That's good. So yes, with that being said, let's get started. Finally. And before we, hold on a second. How could I not know that? And you call me whatever you like, whether it's Box, Foxy, or Star Tails. Well, I do call you Fox because that's your actual name. You know what I mean, though. So anyway, so like I said, that being said, let's get started. Breaking down the rules and what they mean. Okay, so the rules of Fatal Fights, it's pretty simple. Some are actually inspired by Death Battle, or some I just made up on spot, or just need to come up with something new. So yeah, that being said, like I said, let's get started. Okay, so the first rule of Fatal Fights, rule number 1, it's no prep time. Which you guys know what no prep time means. That means no prep time. That's all you need to know. Alright, rule number 2, no outside help. But only if it's part of the character. And what I'm talking about, if it's part of the character, it means it's inside help. If it's inside help is part of the character, like Crash or Spyro, then that's okay. I will allow it. Oh, hold on. Jake says, just all out brawl. Yeah, I was gonna get to that, which there was a ton of rules to get over. I just only got through 2 rules by now. So like I said, besides no prep time and no outside help, and if it's part of a character, aka inside help, rule number 3 is no home field advantages for both characters. Which One sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that again, guys. Something happened upstairs and I had to check it out. Anyway, back to the rules finally. Rule number 3, no home field advantages for both characters, which is also pretty simple. If you have like two characters in the same home field advantage that they have more experience with, which no, it's not allowed because both characters are going to go to an unknown fight zone or an unknown dimension in an unknown land they have complete no experience with. So yeah, that's no home field advantage for both characters. Alright, rule number 4. What's up? Red 4, Hero, Hero Rum, glad you can make it. So yeah, that being said, rule number 4, we will have both characters use the iconic weapons or power-ups, what they're more famous for, but if they use a new weapon or power once, we will not use them, but we will acknowledge them. Yeah, just to give it a little more simple, guys. If you have a character who has used like abilities or weapons that more they have fans have seen more experience with, like saying energy attacks. Like if you have one character who uses energy attacks and you have one character who uses swords, then that will be what that character is most famous for. And if that same character use a weapon or power only used once as like a gag or something, then we will not use them, but we will only mention them. But we will not use them. You know what I mean. Alright, rule number 5. All fights must include death, including immortals, which you already know what that means. Everyone, all fights need to include death, and yes, that includes immortals. Rule number 6. All mortals against killing and murder are 100% gone for both characters. Which, you guys know by far. It doesn't matter if a character doesn't want to kill, never kills, or rarely kills. It doesn't matter. Because all mortals against murder is now 100% gone for both characters. Which means they have to kill each other no matter what the personality is. Alright, rule number 7. Both characters will have no prior knowledge of each other before the fight. Which, you probably know by now, no prior knowledge before the fight, which means that no research, no anything. Yeah, that's what you need to know for rule number 7. Alright, rule number 8. We can only use one version for both characters, no composite version until necessary. Which I know sounds pretty weird for you guys, since Death Battle does use composites sometimes, or most of the times. But I want to make field fights quite similar or a bit different than Death Battle. Like, we can have one episode, we have one version of both characters, and the next episode we might have a composite of both characters to make it really fair and simple. Alright, rule number 9. All official material is evaluated unless if it's constricted to the material, original source material, for the version of the character you use. Which, if you don't know what that means, that if you use one version of a character, flexing, say, like a cartoon. So if you use that character from a cartoon, if you find any official choices of that cartoon in a guidebook or something, and if it's, as long as that connected to the character of the version of the character you use, like feats, stats, and whatnot, if you can find someone, then we will probably use it. So yeah, that's rule number 9. So that brings up to rule number 10. No running influence, plot armor, and plot inconvenience only. Which, you probably guys know what plot armor means, and you also know what plot convenience means. And if you guys don't know what no writing influence means, it means that no writers will be in charge of making the fight because they're not involved with it, and the writers are not involved with the creation of the fight, making the fight, and whatever. So that would be no writing influence. Only plot armor and plot convenience will only be allowed for both characters. So we break down to rule number 11. It is not a popularity contest. Which you guys know what popularity contest means. And if you guys don't know what that means, I think rare times Death Battle had you chose characters as winners because, that character's more popular, so therefore this character wins. Which Fatal Fights will never do that. Fatal Fights is not a popularity contest. It will never be a popularity contest, and it's never ever a popularity contest. So, let's say as an example, if one of your favorite popular characters that doesn't win an episode, and let's pretend a character has like a 90% popularity rate against a character with only a 10% popularity rate, and the same character with a 90% popularity rate loses to a character with a 10% rate, is that only for DBX? Yes, it is, Straw Hats. It is only for DBX. But I'm just using that as an example, brah. Because that's what I'm trying to go for. But yes, DBX does use popularity contests to determine winners. I'm just using that example, dude. So anyway, that's rule number 11. Rule number 12. Both characters' personality and fighting process stay on. So yeah, that means both characters can think, can strategize, and also how they approach in fights like this, what tactics they use, what they think, and also what kind of personalities they are. So yeah, that's only rule number 12. Now we get to rule number 13. Both characters were used in the prime or peak potential unless several combinations with the most common or accurate presentation. So yeah, if you also don't know what that means, that we will use characters in the maximum or the prime potential. So let's say you have one era of a character has like crazy feats and in the prime of the popularity, and you got one character can only be claimed at their maximum potential, which that's what we're going to try to use. Both characters will only be used at the maximum or prime potential to try to come in the most accurate presentations as possible. So that's 13th. Now we get to rule number 14th. The size of the advantages of the character holds that lead to the potential higher regard than the number or checklist of the advantages that the character holds. So yeah, if you also don't know what that means, for rule number 14, let's pretend one character will have the advantage in stats, skill, experience, brains, tactics, and whatnot. And on one hand, you have one guy who has the advantage in, like saying, adaptability and hacks and whatnot. Then if character 2 has something to surpass or rival that character's 1 advantages, then character B could potentially win. But once the blue moon, one single advantage can be enough to get the win. But only if it's once in the blue moon rare circumstances. Alright, rule number 13. All the fights will not be 100% accurate. So yeah, you know what that means. All of the episodes of Fatal Fights will not be 100% accurate. They will never be 100% accurate. And they will never, ever be 100% accurate, no matter what the hardcore fans say or claim. So yeah, that's all you need to know. Rule number 16. If the feats or power-ups are canon or non-canon, but as long as the non-canon is consistent or connected with the main canon, we will use them. But if not, we will not use them. So yeah, that is something. So yeah, just to give an example, like so let's just say you have a feat, and it's like this one character can do like an universal feat in this this one-sided comic series, and it's non-canon. But at the same time, if that comic is connected or consistent with the main canon, then we will use it. But if that same feat from that same outline comic it's not consistent with the main canon or not connected to the canon, then we will not use it. But we may try to acknowledge it or something. So yeah, that's 16th. So far, we're only halfway done. So we get to rule number 17. If power scaling has to be used, we will scale characters who have the most similarities, A, B, C, instead of X, Y, Z. So yeah, you guys may say that power scaling is probably toxic, which to an extent it is, but at the same time, if you're going to have to use power scaling for one character, then you got to use power scaling for the other character to try to get the most accurate or the most fair matches possible. And also, my definition of power scaling is that you need to find one character who has most connections to one character. Let's say, like, you need to scale a character who has to another character who has the most similarities, who has more experience with, and who also fought most with. And you can scale that character to character A, and you can scale the character B, and maybe you could scale to character C, but that's only that's only if the character has the most similarities or something has the most common. Instead of just scaling character A and scaling to character Z, then that will make no sense. That will make power scaling one of the most infamous, most toxic things of the versus community. So, like I said, if power scaling has to be used, then we will scale characters who have the most similarities into A, B, C instead of X, Y, Z. So yeah, that's power scaling. Now we get to rule number 18. If real-world math has to be used for feats, we are going to try to give it the most accurate or the close accurate math as possible. So yeah, let's use an example for the math. let's pretend character A can destroy, let's say, a galaxy of stars, but character B can also destroy the whole galaxy with one shot. Then we have to do some math to calculate what the level of the explosion is, how much power energy it needs to create that explosion feat, and is it that strong, is it that weak, is it average, or just whatever. So yeah, if we're gonna have to use math, which we bet we will, we're gonna try to get the most accurate math as possible. Alright, almost done. Rule number 19. We will have both characters how they act, fight, and operate. So yes, we will have both characters how they act throughout the whole series. We will have characters how they fight in terms of the training, the fighting styles, and their operate. As in, like, how they operate in a fight like this, if they have any fights at all. Alright, rule number 20. Same universe battles and special editions are allowed, and prior knowledge will be allowed. But only for same universe battles only. So yeah, guys, special editions and also same universe battles can be requested for Fatal Fights as well. And indeed, prior knowledge can be used, which is probably one of the rules of Fatal Fights. But only if it's same universe, a same universe fight, and if both characters do have prior knowledge of each other beforehand, or they have fought before, then sure, prior knowledge will be allowed. But please note, it's only for same universe fights only. Which, if you guys are confused, that is probably the same as my other show, Same Universe Brawls. So don't get confused, guys. There's a difference. Same universe battles for Fatal Fights, and same universe brawls as my other show. Okay, almost finished. Rule number 21. Non-canon material is allowed, but only if it's not consistently with the official source material. Which is going to be a little tough to explain that, which, let's pretend there was a guidebook that is probably non-canon, and you have the official guidebook, and if you read over the same guidebook, that the non-canon guidebook, you compare it to the official guidebook, but if you look close enough into the context of details of that non-canon guidebook, and if it's consistent enough with the official source material, then it will be allowed. But if not, then we will just scrap that as offliers or something. Whew. Okay, almost done. Rule number 22. No featless universes and characters. What I say by no featless universes or characters? Which means that you cannot use characters or universes who doesn't have little to no feats. Which means that we can't even measure how strong that character is, because that character may have no feats at all in terms of skill, feats, power, tactics, whatever. So, characters with no feats, universes with no feats at all, they will not be used no matter what. Because we can't measure that featless character, because the feats might be completely unknown, or they will have no feats at all. Because what's the point of having no characters with no feats come into a versus show in the first place if you don't know what that feat is? So, like I said, do not request characters from universes with no feats, because we will not use them, because there's no point of it. Alright, so rule number 23. Any return character can come back unlimited times if the fans wanted. So yeah, you guys know what that means. Characters can come back some unlimited times, but only the fans wanted it. That's all you need to know. Rule number 24. Don't request characters with a complete no limits fallacy. So, okay, what I'm talking about, a no limits fallacy character. Okay, let's pretend there was this new character, right? From a comic series, like Image or something, right? Okay, and this guy is like a superhero, right? And this guy claims that he can survive pretty much anything you can throw off, like bullets, nuclear weapons, explosions, whatever. And if that claim is true, and that character from Image Comics can do all that without any kind of scratch or injury or kind of bruising and whatnot, and at one time, that's okay. But if that same character goes on to do that same thing over and over and over again for the next 2 or 3 issues, then there'll be a no limits fallacy, because there's no point in bringing that character into the show if it doesn't have a confirmed limit or confirmed weakness on how that character can be defeated or lose. So, no guys, please guys, do not request characters with a complete no limits fallacy, because no limits fallacy is just makes my brain hurt at times. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. We just got 4 more, and we're good to go. And you guys can just let me know what you guys thought about the rules, and you guys have any confusion on one of them, just let me know. Okay, rule number 25. Don't request matchups that are complete stomps, but only if the fans really wanted it. So, yeah, you guys know what that means. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, are you guys really tired of Death Battle doing the same one predictable, one-sided stomp matchups? Like Homelander versus Omni-Man? I know I am, because, I mean, these matchups are just so freaking predictable. It's so one-sided, it's not even funny. So, yeah, I mean, that's what the rule is. Oh, you do like Omni-Man versus Homelander, Jake? Well, that's cool. I do like the fight too. But at the same time, I do respect your opinion, Jake. So, okay, what I'm saying as an example is that if you guys have to request one matchup that is another predictable, a complete one-sided predictable stomp, then what's the point of doing that episode where you already know what the outcome is gonna be anyway? But like I said, but only if the fans truly wanted that fight, then yeah, we will take it into consideration, and we might do it. Just a bonus for you guys. Alright, now we finally get to the bonuses. Bonus 1. The animation is not a simulation to any battle, no matter what, because all fictional fights are not positive. So yeah, if you guys don't know what that means, simulation and animation are not the same thing. Animation is something that throws an image of what the fight would look like and what could happen depending on what you use and how you do research on it, versus actually a simulation where you guys know what a simulation is. which I know you guys are smart enough to not. I hope you guys are smart enough to understand the differences between animation and simulation fights. So yeah, to let you guys know, animation is not a simulation to any fight, no matter what. It doesn't matter what fight it is. Animations are not simulations. Alright, bonus number 2. The show is only made just for fun. Please do not take the show seriously. Which, yeah, that is the bonus rule of that. Remember, guys, Fatal Fights is a show I made just for fun. Like I said, it was inspired mostly by Death Battle. So please, guys, please, everyone, do not take the show. Please never take the show that seriously, no matter what. And do not take it as like a final fact to this debate or matchup, because it will get so annoying, so toxic, and so annoying so fast, there'll be no point of it. And finally, bonus number 3. It is just my opinion. No one else's. So yeah, that you guys know what that means. If you break down that why this character wins with A, B, C, D, C, D, and as long as you guys get really smart, accurate opinions, and the fans are smart enough with brain cells will understand on how that character wins the majority of times, then that guy, the fans will say, okay, at least this guy knows what he's talking about, so I do respect his opinion, so I do respect that. So, like I said, guys, this is all just my opinion. It's just my own personal opinion, no one else's. So I hope fans don't get confused to mix with facts versus opinions. I hope you guys understand all this, you know? So, yeah. That's all the rules I finally broke down for you guys. So, do you guys have any questions about it? Some of the rules that you're confused with? Or you want some more details of it? Hold on. Red Forest says, yeah, true, research is really successful. Yes, I agree. Mr. Redford, do you agree on that? So, do you guys have any type of questions you guys want to ask me about the rules or something? Go ahead, feel free to just type it in the stream. I would look it over and I will give you guys more specific details of it. Just 1 minute, guys. Be back in 2. Well, okay, I'm back. That was my mom who called me. Anyway, what's the question from Fox Shock? He said, I think I missed some of it, but would you take a joke battle account to this? Well, yes, we will take joke fights into consideration as well. And also, Jake, also Fox, if you miss if you miss, yes, I do understand you missed some of the rules, but if you go back and but after the stream, you can just watch the whole video and you can just go over, go over it, and you will understand the rules and what they mean and how I broke it all down. So, yes, we will take joke fights into consideration as well. So, joke fights will be included in the show as well. You're welcome, Box. You're welcome. So, what else can I say about this stream? So do you guys have any last minute confusions about the rules, or do you guys have any? How do you know? Oh, Fox says, how do you know what I said about to say thanks? Well, that's simple. Because I say, okay, man, and I say thanks to you, and that is, you just understood it. That's why I say thanks. That's why. You said, okay, man, and I say thanks, just to make sure you understand, so therefore you don't get confused by it. So, you know. So, like I said, if you guys have any some last minute questions or confusions, or you guys want some more details about the rules before I wrap up the stream, just feel free to just let me know in the stream, and I will read it all. I will give you guys more details of it. But if not, then we'll just go ahead and end the stream, and we will. Yeah, I would think of something for my next live stream is going to be about. So feel free to give me any last minute questions about the rules or whatever. Okay, so far, all right. So far, nobody has any last minute questions, or they want to know about what the rules are, or some more details about the rules are. So, okay then. Anyway, oh yeah. So anyway, guys. Final conclusion. In conclusion, I hope you guys do enjoyed this really short-lived. I think that's about it. Okay. So anyway, what was I saying before? Oh yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. So if any of you guys just missed the stream and you guys want to know the rules about Fatal Fights, that's okay, guys. You can just watch the video, and you can just watch the whole video. I just broke down all the rules, and that includes all the bonuses for you guys. And I promise you guys, once you watch this whole video and you understand the rules and the details I break down with each rule step by step, then you will understand all this. So anyway, guys, this is a great live stream, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But my only question, you guys, is please make sure you guys you like the video. Please like it. Please comment in my video what your thoughts about the rules in the video. Please subscribe to my channel as well to help me get to more subs and viewers in the future. And please make sure you hit that little icon bell for more notifications and future live streams. And please, guys, make sure you guys do share this video, and please share my channel as much as you can, and tell everyone about it, and help me get to more subscribers and views. so I can become much bigger as possible. And finally, make sure you guys you favorite the video and put it in one of your playlists. So yeah, guys. So please, guys, hit like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification icon bell for more live streams and videos. Please share the video, and finally, favorites. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace.